Hey everybody, this is Death by D4 and welcome to my guide on how to play as the Artificer class in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. There's a lot to go over, so be sure to subscribe and let's dive right on in. At first level you get a D8 for your hit die, proficiencies in light armor, medium armor, shields, simple weapons, thieves tools, tinkerer's tools, and other artisan tools of your choice, Constitution saving throws, intelligence saving throws, and 2 skills of your choice from Arcana, History, Investigation, Medicine, Nature, Perception, and Sleight of Hand. You also get Magical Tinkering, which allows you to apply a minor enchantment to a small non-magical object that you can touch as an action, and Spellcasting, which allows you to cast spells using your intelligence score. As an added note, you're a prepared spellcaster who also gets ritual casting. So what does all of this mean? Well, you're pretty squishy, but also not that squishy because of your armor proficiencies. With simple weapons, you can kinda hit people if you'd like, but you won't be dealing out any kind of serious damage with weapons like that. You're pretty handy with your tools already, but you won't fully realize this potential until you get to higher levels. Finally, your spellcast capabilities are half that of a traditional spellcaster, which means that your spell slot level will cap out at 5. All in all, a decent starting level, but nothing crazy to write home about. At second level, you get Infuse Item, which mostly allows you to apply a magical property to a non-magical object. Aside from that, you can also use this feature to replicate certain magical items, like the Bag of Holding, which is quite useful. I won't go into crazy detail about all of the infusions that you can choose from, but there are definitely some crazy things that you can do. Like give your party a whole bunch of rapid-fire magical crossbows with endless ammunition. Either way, be sure to take full advantage of this. At third level, you get to pick your Artificer subclass. So far you can pick to be an alchemist, an artillerist, or a battlesmith, all of which offer you new features at 3rd, 5th, 9th, and 15th level. Honestly, just pick whatever speaks to your character the most. I won't go over all of the features of these subclasses right now, but if you'd like me to in a future video, please let me know down in the comments below. Oh yeah, you also get the right tool for the job at 3rd level, which allows you to use your Tinkerer's tools to make a temporary set of any other artisan tool over the course of an hour. That means you have near-ready access to any tool that you could need at almost any time, which is great for you because then you don't have to haul around a big bag of tools with you everywhere. How lovely. At 4th level, just like everybody else, you get your ability score increase, which you also get again at 8th, 12th, 16th, and 19th levels. On the topic of stats, I'd be sure to max out your intelligence score first, followed up by your dexterity and constitution scores second. Honestly, unless you really want to for some reason, just ignore your strength, wisdom, and charisma scores, as they're going to be doing basically nothing for you. At 6th level, you get tool expertise, which means you get double your proficiency bonus with tools. At this point, considering you'll always have thief tool proficiencies, you might as well take over the rogue's usual job of picking locks for everybody. Otherwise, it's not a bad feature to have. At 7th level, you get Flash of Genius, which allows you to use your reaction to add your intelligence modifier to your ability check or saving throw, or that of another creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. Honestly, this is a really good feature for you to have, as your intelligence modifier could be all that you need in order to make or break a roll sometimes. Either way, make sure you don't forget you have this. At 10th level, you get Magic Item Adept, which allows you to tune to 4 magic items at once and reduces the cost for crafting magic items by 50% and the time by a staggering 75%. Honestly, this is just an amazing feature that you should definitely take advantage of because it allows you to do things like create a potion of healing in 24 hours for 25 gold pieces, or create a level 3 spell scroll in 18 hours, less time than a potion of healing, for 250 gold pieces. This will definitely allow you to embrace your arcane crafter theme at this point. At 11th level, you get Spell Storing Item, which allows you to store an Artificer spell of 1st or 2nd level in an object or arcane focus at the end of a long rest. It does need to be a spell that you can cast as an action, but you don't need to have the spell prepared, and it doesn't require any components. That means you can cast a spell like Arcane Lock for free every day. I don't know why you would want to do this, but I mean you could. At 14th level, you get Magic Item Savant, which allows you to tune to 5 magic items at once, and ignore the requirements necessary to attune to any magical item. At this point, you should definitely start stacking up yourself with magic items and Artificer infusions. Just remember, if you're having any trouble finding a specific magic item that you want during a campaign, you can always use a divination spell like Locate Object to try and find them. This is, of course, assuming that your DM is actually nice to you and lets you find them. At 18th level, you get Magic Item Master, which allows you to tune to a staggering 6 magic items at once. Yeah, things are just getting silly at this point. Finally, at 20th level, you get Soul of the Artifice, which allows you to gain a +1 bonus to all of your saving throws per magic item you're attuned with, and if you're reduced to 0 HP and not killed outright, you can use your reaction to end one of your Artificer infusions to live at 1 HP. Yes, that means that it's possible for you to have a spell concentration bonus of plus 17! I mean, damn, that alone is a pretty nice feature to have, and I'd certainly enjoy having the chance to use it as a level 20 Artificer. Alright, that does it for all of the class features. Now, just to go on with a few of my own personal recommendations concerning it. If you'd like to play as an Artificer and have no idea where to start with a race, I'd recommend trying out the Dwarf Mark of Warding. It gets you Dark Vision, bonuses to both your Intelligence and Constitution scores, advantage on saving throws against poison, resistance to poison damage, proficiencies in a few martial weapons including the Battle Axe and the Warhammer, an additional tool proficiency in Smith tools, Brewer supplies, or Mason's tools, expertise in history checks concerning stonework? Well, it is Dungeons and Dragons at least. A D4 bonus to any investigation check you make and use of your Thieves tools, the ability to cast Alarm, Mage Armor, and Arcane Lock once a day at no cost. Hey, look at that, it's just another way to cast Arcane Lock for free! And you get a few more spells added to your spell list, like Anti-Life Shell, which is a great protection spell. Though I never really concern myself with pairing a race to a class, if you're really lost, this is definitely a strong pick for you to go with. Now, as for feats, you could take Skilled if you'd like to have even more tool proficiencies for yourself. Warcaster is also a good one if you absolutely positively never ever want your spell concentration to break for whatever reason. Otherwise, maybe Elemental Adept to boost up the reliability of one of your damage cantrips or spells, and if you do happen to choose a race like the Dwarf, probably Squat Nimblest so that we can give yourself a little boost to your speed and dexterity scores. Finally, let's talk about spells. Now, since you get very few cantrips as an Artificer, you'll probably want to take something like Acid Splash or Firebolt if you don't decide to take some kind of weapon for yourself. Otherwise, here's just a small list of a bunch of useful Artificer spells that I feel are worth looking into. Alarm, Cure Wounds, Detect Magic, Fairy Fire, Aid, Arcane Lock. I mean, at this point you think I have a hard-on for this spell or something, I don't know. Blur, Enhance Ability, Enlarge Reduce, Heat Metal, Invisibility, Levitate, Rope Trick, Web, Dispel Magic, Elemental Weapon, Fly, Haste, Revivify, Arcane Eye, Elemental Bane, Fabricate, Creation, and Skill Empowerment. Oh yeah, and you should probably take Mage Hand because, I don't know, you should always take Mage Hand. And that's it. That's everything you need to know in order to play as an Artificer. Personally, I believe the Artificer class is best played as a support caster whose role is to help elevate the potential of the entire party. However, that's just my opinion. What's your thoughts on the matter? Are you excited to give the Artificer class a try? And if you already have, what was your experience with it like? Let me know down in the comments below. If you'd like to support the channel, be sure to give this video a like and consider supporting me over on Patreon. Patreon supporters gain access to my Patreon-only server over on Discord, where you can come and join in on my games, and chat with me and other patrons about everything D&D related. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you haven't, and if you're interested in seeing more videos of mine, here's one right up over here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see all of you in the next video.